is up, guys? It is me, Max, back again with another guitar tutorial, and today we are going to take a look at another Tones and I song, Johnny Runaway. They just dropped their new EP, well, their first EP tonight, so it's well about time I make this video because I've been binging this song for quite some time, especially when we were on vacation. Me and my friends pretty much had this and Dance Monkey and Never Seen the Rain on repeat, because I introduced them to Tones and I when we were there, so they kind of got addicted to that as well. But aside from that, here we are. The song is pretty exciting to play on guitar as well, because we've got some different stuff going on here. We've got some chords, we've got some palm muted picking stuff, we can replace that with some chords if we so desire. And yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second. Before we get started though, my Instagram and some of my Spotify playlists are down in the description. So if you wanna check those out, or if you wanna check that Instagram out and see what's going on in my life, or talk to me, or something along those lines, I would be more than happy to see you over there. And without any further ado, let's roll. So the very first thing we'll be taking a look at is going to be the verse. And in the verse, we actually have to make a choice, because we can either play exactly what they're playing, so those single notes, or we can play the chords that those notes are structured around. So we're gonna start things off with the chords, because they're kind of, the basis to how this whole riff works. So the first one is going to be a B minor. We've got our first finger across the 5th down to the 1st string on the 2nd fret. So not on the 6th string, but we slightly touch the 6th string with the tip of our index finger in order to mute it. Then we put our 3rd finger onto the 4th fret on the 4th string, pinky on the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. That is the B minor. The next chord is going to be a rather standard chord, a G. We've got our 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So we've got B minor, G, next up a D. So 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And this time around, we actually have to mute both the 6th and the 5th string. So we take our thumb, we wrap around the top of our guitar neck here, and we slightly touch that 6th and that 5th string. We don't push down, we just slightly touch them. So we've got the B minor, the G, the D, and last but not least, an A. We've got our 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. And this time around, we once again have to mute a string, but only the 6th string this time around. So once again, we take our thumb, we slightly touch that up here, and thereby mute it. So our chords are B minor, G, D, A. And we can pretty much strum down once on these, or have a easygoing, slow rhythm going on here. But I actually recommend going with the single note version, because, well, that's exactly what they're doing. And I feel like that kind of opens up the chorus a bit more, because we have that harsh contrast between those single deep notes and those open chords just plowing away. But that is just my preference. You can still play those chords that I just showed you if you so desire. So the single note version works like this. We've got our 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and our 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Now we have to palm mute these strings, so we take the palm of our right hand, put it down here on the strings, and whenever we pick, we've always got that palm on these strings. The further you go up, the harder the mutation, if that is the correct use of that word, is, and the further you go down, the more open the strings are. So we kind of want to go for a middle ground here. We want that muted sound, but we still want to be able to hear those notes clearly. So we go 5th string, 3rd string, 5th string, 5th string, 3rd string. So, and now once more the 5th. So 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5. Like that. And that's pretty much what we're doing on all of these here. We move our 1st finger onto the 3rd fret on the 6th string and our 3rd finger onto the 5th fret on the 4th string. So we are always in this shape. We move that around the guitar, but we always stay in that shape. And now we do the exact same thing with the 6th string and the 4th string. So 6, 4, 6, 6, 4, 6. Now we go up with our 1st finger onto the 5th fret on the 5th string and our 3rd finger onto the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Once again, we do the exact same thing we did before. So 5th string, 3rd string, 5th, 5th, 3rd, 5th. With the 5th and 7th, but 1 string up or down, depends on how you want to see that. We've now got our 1st finger on the 5th fret on the 6th string and our 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string. And that is the entire riff. As you can see, I'm actually lifting off the finger I'm not using at the moment because that kind of helps muting it a bit faster, because otherwise you would have... I mean, you can still do that and that still sounds rather nice, but if you want those notes to be cut off, you just lift your 1st finger off whenever you're playing with your 3rd finger and do the whole thing vice versa. So like that. And that is the entire verse. So the only part we have to take a look at now is the chorus. The chorus is going to be super easy for us now because we already know all 3 chords necessary, and those are going to be the G, the D, and the A, which we play twice, or at least for twice as long. And the only thing I have to show you guys is going to be the rhythm I'm using here, and that works like this. So I go down, 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 up, up, down. So down, 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 up, down. Down, 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 up. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. We do that once on the G, once on the D, twice on the A, and that is the entire chorus, and that is the entire song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop it a thumbs up, helps me out more than you might think, and if you haven't done so already and are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's somewhere down there, and as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.